Hey guys, Jeff the Nature Guy, and you know what? It doesn't feel like it's hot right now, but fall is coming, school's starting, and fall animals are coming out. And that's what I love about fall, is you see some different things you don't see the rest of the year, one of which is this little cutie right here. Look at that guy, called the woolly bear caterpillar, and they're going to turn into what's called an Isabella tiger moth. Hard to believe that cutie's going to be a big, crazy-looking moth. Sometimes moths aren't the prettiest animals, but I think they're still cool. But the woolly bear caterpillar, pretty darn cute little guy. And, you know, what's neat about these animals is obviously why they have the name woolly bear. They kind of look like they're wearing that wool coat there. But what's neat about woolly bears is the fact that they're actually born in the fall. And that's kind of weird because winter's coming. But that's where it gets cool. Because inside of his body, inside of all his little tissues in his body, he's got a really cool chemical that actually helps him freeze during the winter. So he freezes in the winter, and then during the spring, he thaws out, and get this, he comes back to life, and then that's when he goes into making his cocoon, becoming a chrysalis, and then turning into, of course, a moth, or in some caterpillars' cases, a butterfly, but this one, as I said, turns into a moth. So they spend the winter frozen. That's just so cool. You don't see many animals that can do that. Maybe a few frog species, and that's about it. But as this guy's crawling around, one thing I want to warn you is you don't always want to go out and find one of these guys and touch it, because some of us are allergic to them and it can cause a rash on your skin. Now, fortunately, I'm not allergic, so I can hold this guy, but just be careful of that when you're out and about. Now, this guy's pretty active. He's not too scared right now. If he was scared, what he would do is he'd roll up into a ball, a lot like the millipedes do that I've shown you before. That's what this guy does too. He rolls into a tight ball and just hopes that you don't eat him. But just like any moth or butterfly, as I said, this guy will spin the cocoon in the springtime and, of course, open those big, giant wings. Now, this guy's not very picky when it comes to eating either. He's going to eat things like fallen fruit, maybe some leaves out there, of course, and he's going to make himself nice and fat so he can survive the winter without eating. But what a beautiful little critter. And, you know, the cool thing about these animals is that for a long time, it was believed that you could actually forecast the winter, how severe the winter was going to be, by looking at his colors. You see, he's got black, brown, and black. A lot of people believe that the bigger that brown spot was, the worse the winter was going to be. The narrower, the better the winter was going to be. Now, looking at this guy, he's got a pretty big brown spot, so if you believe it, then this guy says it's going to be a severe winter. However, it has been really kind of found that's not true, but a lot of people still believe it. So just for fun, we'll say maybe a bad winter. That's what this little woolly bear says. Who knows? Anyway, until next time, guys, look for these guys out and about. Fall is coming. Certainly, the woolly bear is a sign of that. Until next time, I'm Jeff the Nature Guy here at Zoo Montana. We'll see you at the zoo.